Will you do me a favor? Hit that got it button.
Got it. Oh, is it what you're talking about?
Thank you.
Got it.
Today is Monday, July 1st, 2024. This town of Crestone Board of Trustees meeting is being held in person and via Zoom. The time is 9:06. In order to complete the town's business in a timely manner, the following procedures will be followed for all town meetings, including those hosted on Zoom. All meeting participants must keep their microphones muted and their videos turned off except during citizens' comments and unless called on to speak. Per the town of Crestone Board of Trustee Procedures Rules of Order, section 7.3, we allow 15 minutes total for citizens' comments. During those 15 minutes, speakers will be allowed up to 3 minutes to speak, after which they will be informed that their 3 minutes are up and their microphones will be muted. Before speaking, please state your name and address for the record. If you have comments that are longer than 3 minutes, or if the time for citizens' comments have expired before you had a chance to speak, please send your comments to correspondence to the town hall, and the Board of Trustees will respond to your letters. We will take citizens' comments for up to 15 minutes as per our procedures. If multiple citizens have the same comments to make, please be brief. Should the time allotted for citizens' comments expire before you had a chance to speak, you may submit your comments to the town hall to be included in correspondence to the board at the regular meeting. Let's do roll call. Ariel?
Mayor Byer,
Here.
trustee Martinez,
Here.
trustee Pauluzzi,
Here.
trustee Oglesby,
Here.
trustee Lakai,
Here.
trustee Kinney, and trustee Mendez Sanchez are absent with notice. Also in attendance is interim town clerk Blackwell.
All right, next is approval of agenda. Does anybody else have anything to add or wanted to add public works quickly, hopefully into that to see if we can come to an agreement with Andrew for the next round.
3C.
Let's do that first, because he's here. Let's do it as A and O. Second thing was, I need to talk a little bit about the 4th of July. Quickly.
I wanna, just ask about the Sursa work.
How to do it.
Yeah, and like where we're at, I just have a few questions.
Okay.
over-
So make that.
Like
C
for
and then-
the building, for the town hall building.
Okay, and then let's go into executive session after that. All right, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the agenda as amended. Or you be first. I'm entertaining a motion.
I'll make a motion that we accept the agenda with the amendments.
Is there a second? Dana? Any more discussion? All in favor? Aye. Now we are into new business, so let's talk quickly about public works. Andrew, if you wanna.
Public Works, everything's going good. We're making headway with the parks, getting ready for the 4th of July. But I thought I was gonna have 2 assistants helping me. And, it's, not enough hours for one. Or I just wanna extend like 30 hours for a week, and then maybe another week after that to keep training Eddie on, how to do this, cause he's gonna be taking over and he's coming in at blind. He's very good, I trust him, he retains what I tell him, and he does, attention to detail, so he's doing good. But I am asking for just 2 of us doing it, I'm asking for more money. I wanna go up to 25 an hour.
So 25 an hour for another 30 hours. That work?
Yeah, or
And then
follow on.
I'd like to, I mean, what do you guys?
That sounds reasonable to me. I think it's gonna be really important that he gets the training that he needs. Especially right now in the summer when we're dealing not with just the 4th of July, but we're dealing with all this rain and the washed roads and what's happening with all of that and the culvert being clogged and on and on, I think at this time, you know, it makes a lot of sense to me to give Andrew the extra hours and the pay he's asking for and additional 25 hours,
30 hours, $25 an hour.
another 30 hours. Okay, to me, it just seems like a real crucial time.
I have a question, is it the amount of work or is it the type of work? That was,
There's a lot to catch up from. No, I thought I was gonna have two people, so I could have them do this and then move on, do other things and still try and teach Eddie the supervision job. And what to do, times of year and all that, and, you know, since it's both of us, we're constantly working outside and I'm not giving them the quality time of trying to run this place.
and it would be just for 2 weeks, is that what you said?
As needed.
Or as in,
So right now, last time we did 30 hours at $20 an hour, is that right?
Mm.
So we could just do another 30 hours at $25 an hour and then revisit it after.
Yeah,
and
at a
see if
need
it's needed.
basis, like, I'd be on call.
Yeah. I mean, I think Kizen has a point, like, that we need Eddie to get trained on it.
You're familiar with the budget.
well, yes, but we haven't had, the budget brought up to now. I mean, the original budget, I'm sure we're over on many line items, we haven't had it balanced as we had it, as what it is today. I wanna tell you that, the cleaning up around these parking areas. And I know the grass cutting made a difference, but to me, all the gravel and stuff that was on the road. And in these parking areas, sprucing it up, makes it look just that much more better. Yeah.
I would like to make a motion that we, continue having, Andrew Martinez, assist Public Works and as an additional 30 hours at the rate of $25 an hour. And that we continue to keep him as an on-call employee as needed.
Is there a second?
Second,
Dennis? You wanna repeat it back just so we're clear?
I have a motion to have Andy Martinez continue in his role as with Public Works at 25 an hour for 30 hours and have him on call as needed.
Any more discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Recuse.
Thank you, Andrew,
Thank
for coming in out of retirement to help us.
It's been really fun, because like, you know, first day I was like, get the equipment ready, and you were like already mowing.
Yeah,
He was just like, he didn't even forget about getting the equipment ready, he was already done.
I would like to mention, just as an aside, you know, I've been watching the weather patterns, I'm a bit of a weather geek. And our monsoons came in 3 weeks early this year. And with the way weather patterns are going, as we've seen, when they come in, they're more intense. We get more rain. We've seen that twice recently, where the storms came in and just really dumped. And we're seeing the impacts on our roads, probably in our downtown area. But I think we really need to pay attention to making sure to channel water, because this is just the beginning of a intense monsoon season we're gonna have. And I saw this morning that somebody had put some dirt in up on Carbonate Street, kind of smoothing that out. I'm really glad to see that, but I think as you're going around, pay special attention to where, if we get some more of these downbursts, where that water's gonna channel to. Cause some of the drainages have now filled with debris, and I'm noticing that especially up around our neighborhood. So,
Yeah, I was going to see if I could get with Craig at the fire department. They've done it in the past years. And that's using the fire truck to blow a lot of these culverts out. And, you know, that could be their Saturday training, teaching people how to work the fire truck. And they've done it before.
yeah,
True, you make that contact, and I've heard about them doing that in the past. Could you make sure that you talk with Brent? They know him and Brett. We're gonna do something with flushing of the system. So maybe you can coordinate that and they won't have to flush it, they'll just use the hydrants off to effect do that.
And also, you know, I know that areas get priority, but, we're having problems up on the upper.
I thought that I was taking that A around the other day and showing him. And I go, clogged,
Yeah,
and I go, we gotta take care of this.
cool.
yeah, well, the culverts being full, they jump out, and the next thing you know, they're going in the roads, they're, you know.
Because that Uncle Color by your house is exposed.
All right, let's move on to the 4th of July. I end up having to be barista because all of my employees wanna celebrate the 4th of July, so I have to jump in. Not all of them, some of them are gonna be there, but. And I was supposed to be the liaison for the 4th of July between. I know that's annoying, between Nick and me and, Nick in the town, and so I'm wondering if I can do it after 5 o'clock, so when like. As soon as 5 o'clock hits, I can go out there and start, you know, so somebody could be relieved, but I need somebody to be out there. Just if, you know. I don't really know exactly what he wants, but I know, Andrew, you said you were gonna maybe be on call too, just in case.
Yes,
Something happens.
I'm going to need keys to get in here. I've got the basement. And I need to find the key to the power array out there.
Okay. That should be at the Public Works, right? I think that's what Brent's.
We're having a problem with keys. They've been scattered to the wind. I'm just barely finding the keys to some of our storage sheds.
So today we'll talk about keys at the staff meeting. Because Sarah's been really involved, so we'll have to figure out how to get those keys before Thursday. I'm wondering if I can turn this light off.
Would the pro tem be willing to be a liaison to the?
Adam, I don't know what Adam is. He's out for a little while, maybe on vacation or something.
I think I'm interested in our vacation.
The focus of the liaison was for what?
Just to have somebody like a representative that can help if there's something, whether it be finding Andrew or.
Break or blow on like it did last year.
Okay, so, yeah, if you just make yourself available and then if,
Yeah, but it'd be nice to have the keys.
yeah, so we'll get the keys today.
Yeah, it just, I'll need just the key and the code to this door here, because our breaker box is in there always.
It seems like most of what Nick would need would be with Drew. And then if, I mean, yeah, but when we talked to him, I can't remember what, I think he wanted a town board rep more so for like. If there, I don't remember, like, if there were any problems, so that he could like be in contact with the town board and just like.
Maybe
make
there's a
sure-
complaint.
If there's a complaint, he just wanted to like, maybe have someone he could like direct that to.
Well, I'll be over at the cafe,
So he could
so,
come over and talk to
yeah,
you,
we could send some.
and then I think if the biggest thing was like, if he needed to get into that breaker or get water or something.
Mhm.
I may get along.
And hopefully you can, you know, section your time off, so you're not just always on, you're just on when needed, if you don't mind, or the way that it on call. All right, Was that good?
That wouldn't be.
Does Nick have your number?
Sorry?
Yeah.
That
It
would
could be.
part of the-
Is it-
No, it could be, it'd just be like in
If you
15
have
minutes.
to call you.
He normally comes to me anyway, so.
I just don't wanna get in trouble.
15-minute increments, that's how we. It said on, I saw it in somewhat in the timesheets that you guys are doing 15-minute increments. When you turn in your timesheet, you can round it, so if you work for 10 minutes, you make it 15, if you work for 25, you round it up or down.
So, at the park spraying, any kind of like garlic spray mosquitoes?
So that was the other thing was that, Nick went and bought this herb, it's a kind of a natural, it is natural, it's got essential oils and stuff, he bought 11 of them. That we're gonna reimburse him for,
The spray
and
department?
he's gonna spray, and I think he's went there yesterday, so he'll be out there, he said he'll do some spraying.
Okay, cause he gave us 2 bottles,
He gave you 2, he's getting 11 more
okay.
that the town will own, and we can just
How much
go crazy.
does it cost?
Like $20 each, 20-something dollars each.
If it dries up outside, we'll spray today and see how it goes.
Yeah, I don't know, I mean, it's kind of a trial, I know that. We've had mixed feelings about any, chemicals, and the garlic
Well, that
stuff
garlic stuff didn't
didn't work so well. I can show you guys what it is.
Well, I still have, quite a few bottles of that suspend,
Uh-huh,
Need buckets.
and that's what Alamosa uses on their playground. So,
well, if you wanna do that too, I just don't, I thought it was something that like had a lag time.
well, the suspend is supposed to last for over 30 days. The larvicide that I use is 6 months.
But it takes a week for it to.
Week to
kick
kick
in.
Yeah, cause they gotta go through a cycle and they just start disappearing.
Well, it's up to you if you wanna, I mean, I would just also just go. Use that stuff, it says it clears 5,000 feet is what it says on the bottle.
Okay.
If anyone wants to see it, I have a picture of it. Where is it?
Okay,
It looks like this.
Mosquito bed eater.
Oh, good.
There's no mixing with it, you just plug your hose in it and walk around and spray, garden hose.
Cool, so, all right, and then, anything else on 4th of July?
Who's in charge of the vendors?
I don't know, he had a little QR code thing that to sign up.
I just wanna make sure there's still a vendor person.
I think
it's
it's Nick.
either Nick or Chelsea Braden,
Okay.
I'm not sure which one it is.
Just one question with the vendors. Last 4th of July, they used the power off of the array out here, and that was supposed to be meant for bands. And that would eliminate the power cord coming into the basement. And that's only a 30 amp breaker, and they end up blowing it all the time.
Okay,
Is it in the contract or agreement that we provide power to the vendors?
Only on events. They pay $25 for water, 25 for electricity. That's only for events, not vendors. Vendors are just little booths that set up.
Right.
They
but they-
are not, to my knowledge, given the right to plug into the town.
Well, we'll just keep an eye on that.
Pardon?
We wouldn't allow generators. would we?
Generators, I don't know.
They have
Noise.
passed, but
Yeah.
this year they got spoiled by using the town power.
we just need to be clear on that, if vendors are allowed to have, power from the town.
So,
And I know in the past, at the Crestone Eagle, we would allow some different vendors to plug into the building there. But there again, it's just a limited amount, so we're not popping breakers, so I don't know if they're still doing that or not, but.
But let's keep an eye on it for this one,
Okay.
because I know for lot of these events now, they're doing like a solar panel system for power.
That would be ideal. Nick, or Chelsea, what was their last name?
Brandon,
Brady.
Let's move on to Sursa.
she's the free box lady now.
What was your questions about Sursa?
Oh, so, Brett and Kyle, who came in about the renting the upstairs last time.
Mhm.
They were wondering about the Sursa work and if, you know, they were kind of interested in putting a bid in on it,
Mhm.
if that's what we needed to do, and, I just couldn't find in my notes where we were at with that, with the work that needs to be done and where we're at with that grant, and if they wanna put a bid in for it, you know. I just was wondering what cause they're
I
interested.
think we had engineering. Yeah, and
Yes, we're waiting on engineering
Okay,
and then it goes out to bid.
okay,
Cause they'll tell exactly what needs to go on with this beam, so that can be removed.
okay. And so where are we at? Do you know where we're at with engineering?
I haven't.
I think Randy-
I thought from my last recollection that we were holding off on all work for town hall, so it hasn't been discussed
Okay,
really.
My thought was that we were gonna have a meeting with Randy coming up soon, maybe the next meeting. Did she contact us? No.
cause
She's been
yeah,
really
we've been kind
busy.
of back and forth with her.
She's been really busy with other bigger grants, you know, and we're kind of like a small, but at some point, she's gonna give us some attention.
Okay,
As she's gotta get through some of this other stuff.
and do you
And I'm
think that
hoping-
she can help us get on like, you know, with some engineer
Yeah.
or something?
We would go out to bid for the engineer and then we would go out to bid for the work, but
And do we have a timeline on that grant?
well, she's extended it.
She's
She's
extended it.
extending it for us
Okay,
so that we're still in compliance with
I
it.
think it was only what, 25 grand?
Yeah, maybe it was a match. It
Wasn't
was
much.
supposed to be 50, we cover 25, they cover 25 or something like that.
yeah, and
But I thought we got a little bit of engineering, didn't we, from? Was it?
Last I was here on that, they had sent a packet back for us to remeasure, and we finished that out and sent it to them, and that's about.
Maybe we'll look for anything having to do with town hall renovation.
Then was who, Drew? Was that Sursa or was that?
The engineers. They needed, more beams measured and length, you know. And then we sent it back to them with all the answers, so.
okay, so we're just kind of waiting on
Yeah.
some more information and some more people to come in and be involved with that.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'll just call.
Who's anyway?
Was that,
Alan did,
SGM?
SGM was it? It'll be SGM,
It wasn't SG&E.
SGM. Okay,
Well, when we are ready, we do have people who are interested in going.
well, they gotta go to bid, yeah. Cool. All right, so I move we go into executive session for discussion of a personnel matter under CRS section 24-6-402. 2F and not involving any specific employees who have requested discussion of the matter in open session. Any member of this body or any elected official, the appointment of any person to fill an office of this body or an elected official. Or personnel policies that do not require the discussion of matters personal to particular employees. Is there a second?
Second,
Discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So Dana seconded.
Lock the doors and.
Ariel, we had I first did for the executive session and Dana seconded, no discussion and all in favor.
I,
Let me take this out the door real quick. And then you found the script, cause I did.
I found the script.
I do have some things for you to look over.
You gotta put, yeah, you gotta close off everything, and then I make another announcement. So we stop the recording. And then we restart the recording